out there coming at you with big freaking Viking or BFV outdoors reviews, some tips and tricks, things like that. Found a new product, well, an updated product I want to share with you folks today. It's for phone scopes. Now, it's rainy and cold and it's the nighttime, so I won't be able to show you an image through the scope. But I think most people who follow this probably understand the concept of phone scope and how they do work very well. For those that might not, the idea is that you can take a cell phone, attach it to a spotting scope, and then record or take pictures of what's in your spotting scope, and also have a bigger view lens, I guess, as opposed to looking through the scope itself. My big problem with them has always been that traditionally you would buy a case specific to your phone and an adapter specific to your scope and put them together. Now, they worked very, very well, but I am very, very hard on things, particularly my phone. I never liked the case that Phone Skope offered for the phones. They were bulky, they were thick, they were plastic. They had these big bumps on the side. They didn't fit well in a pocket. So really the only time I would have to put that case on just for when I was going to go out and use my spot and scope, then switch back to another case or whatever that I would use for my everyday things. And it was kind of a pain, and I quit using it. It just wasn't worth it to switch it and try to keep track of everything. Another problem that I see nowadays is I've got a new iPhone 14 Pro Max. And one thing it has is multiple camera lenses. And what that does is, depending on the zoom or the type of video or picture you're taking, uses a different lens. Well, the problem with that is when you're lined up for your spotting scope, you can only line up one specific lens at a time. So you would only be able to use one zoom or one camera or whatever in that case. Well, Phone Skopes come out with a new option. For one, they have this new carbon fiber case. It's much, much less bulky. It has the MagSafe attachment on the back. They also offer some things that will mount on the tripod leg itself. You can snap your phone on there if you want it there. Some new eyepiece options. I won't get into those a whole lot today, but also, what this does is, with the adapter that it comes with, this plate clicks on your MagSafe. And then you can see that groove, and I'll show this here a little bit more, will allow you to slide it forward and back and select the lens that your phone needs. It's much more convenient, and I like the case a lot. It feels great. It seems very sturdy, very well built. And now I can use my MagSafe stuff as well as the different lenses in my phone. So I'm going to go through and put this on and show you how it works. Again, won't be able to look out a lot because it is dark outside, but you'll get the idea, I promise. So I'll be right back. So you have to bear with me a little bit. I have to bounce back and forth because I'm here alone and nobody to run the camera for me. So first thing I want to show you is the case itself. So again, I have the iPhone 14 Pro Max. This is the new carbon case for it. Carbon fiber construction with some plastic trims on the edge. Does have the rubber bumpers to absorb shock, but it's not big and bulky like the old ones were. To put it on, you simply slide your phone in, snap it in place, and it's done, okay? These run, I want to say between $130 and $200, depending on the package you get or the model of your phone, of course. They are fairly new, this particular model, so some of the specific brands of phone are still in production. They just happen to have one of these in stock today. Do want to say they had no idea I was going to do a review on it. Paid full price, didn't get any deals or specials. I'm not being paid to do this, so this is just for fun. When you buy the Phone Skope case, it comes with this adapter. On the back of here, of course, you've got your MagSafe, and then you've got your square for your camera lenses. Inside, there is these grooves that slides onto there. So let me show you that real quick. You simply slide this onto the grooves, like so, if I can make my fingers work. line it up, and it slides on. Now, the reason why that slides like that is right now I'm lined up with the higher magnification lens. If I want to go to the other lens, I just push it straight down, and it lines up with the other lens depending on which function on my phone I need to use, allowing me to just simply switch back and forth. When I'm not out using my phone scope, this just comes off and I am back to my regular phone case. Not real bulky at all. Sorry, my phone's making phone calls now. Okay, so next thing, we're gonna go ahead and put this back on. In regards to the case itself, it does have a plug to seal off the charging port to help keep it clean. It does have the holes for the speakers themselves. We have covers for the power button and the volume buttons, and I can easily access my silent switch here. Like I said, it seems to be very well built. I'm very happy with it. I think it'll protect the phone as best as it can in my care. So the next thing we're going to talk about is the Skope adapters. Now, they do have a new one out. Didn't get to see it. That's all metal or maybe even carbon fiber, and it seems to have some neat new features and functions. But I just went with their standard adapter. These are like $30, $25, $30, and you get it specific for the scope you are going to be operating on. To use it, all you do, simply take this and twist it into place, and it is nice and secure like that, and it just snaps on your phone, or on your spotting scope. So let's take a look at how that works. So next, I've got my spotting scope here. All I do is I simply slide that on the eyepiece. That is it, okay? Now, to make it work, I'm gonna open up my camera, like so. And what you're gonna see, it's all black right now. But when I change the zoom, it should come into play once I get the lenses lined up, okay? Again, when I am on this particular lens, I zoom in and out. There you can see it lined up with the optic. And when I get to a certain point, it'll go dark because it's switching lenses. Just like if I'm using cinematic, okay? This is a good example of how this works. Currently, it's on 1x zoom. Again, I'm pointing out the window. It's not gonna work very good here indoors, but you can try to focus and stuff like that. You can look across. But when I want to zoom in further, I go to the 3x, everything goes dark. I simply slide this to its next lens. Just like that. So now it is on the other lens here. If I want to zoom back out, I go back to 1x, simply push it forward. Again, sorry, I'm trying to do this with one hand. Let me get my camera back. And now it is on the 1x lens. That allows you to use your high definition, your standard definitions, different kind of cameras, different zooms, things of that nature, without having to buy a bunch of different adapters and things like that. It's very secure, okay? With that MagSafe, it's not falling off. Again, they do have another adapter that can actually attach to the tripod leg, and then you can just snap your phone down here when it's not in use, which is kind of handy, especially if you're doing long range shooting and you're using ballistics apps. You want to have your ballistic app out in front of you right there and your scope to go back and forth to. You can do that. Again, cases range $130 to $200, adapters $25 to $30, but pretty happy with it. I think I'll like this case a lot better than the old style. Look them up, phoneskope.com, spelled with a K, not a C. Thanks for watching, and let us know what you think.